To make this gorgeous chicken noodle stir fry, you're going to need the following ingredients. We're going to start off with 2 chilies, red or green, it's completely up to you. A medley of vegetables, I'm just using the ones that are from Woolworths. Some coriander, a teaspoon of sugar, some garlic, some oil. You're going to need some salt, some oyster sauce, followed by some soy sauce, and 500 grams of chicken and some noodles of your choice. I decided to go with the fine noodles from Woolworths. In a bowl, before getting started, you want to actually prepare your noodles. Now this is a quick kitchen hack. Instead of making a pot hot on the stove, you could just put this in a bowl and add some boiling water depending on the noodles that you're using, and by the time you're ready to use it, you can actually just throw it in. It's as simple as that. If it's not ready, you can always throw it into the microwave. You're going to also need to add some sugar to your chicken. Now what I've done is I've prepared my chicken before, so this is a quick hack as well. I've used half a teaspoon of bicarb in my chicken. I let it rest for 20 minutes and then I gave it a quick wash up. As you can see, there is a residue of liquid. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce to that. Give it a mix up and you will use it when you are going to start frying your chicken. I'm also adding a teaspoon of garlic. Garlic is just to add some freshness and to tenderize the meat and to just take away any bad smells that chicken might have. So garlic is definitely something that I love using a lot of. To your wok, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of oil, and you can use whatever oil you have in your kitchen. I'm preferably going with canola and olive oil. You're going to make sure that it's really hot, your wok, and then you're going to add in your chicken. You're going to allow it to sizzle for some time before you're actually going to get in and start stirring it. So as you can see, I'm going to give it a quick stir, and because the chicken is so tender, you can see that it's not actually browning. The chicken is really nice and soft and tender, and the whole purpose here is to not give the chicken a complete cook. You just want to give it a cook for about 5 to 6 minutes till it's 3/4 done. Then you're going to add that to a bowl and you're going to use it when your noodle dish is almost complete. To the wok, a clean wok, you're going to add another 2 tablespoons of oil. Once again, it is a very hot wok. And to that, you're then going to add in your garlic, followed by your chilies. Now you want to give that a good mix. Make sure that the oil is really nicely infused and everything is mixed together properly. You then want to throw in your onions, and because we're making an Asian dish, the one thing that's really nice about Asian food is that you can go as fine or as large as you want. There's no do's and don'ts when it comes to Asian food. You pretty much can use whatever you have in your fridge, and that's what I love about it, the versatility of how quick and easy it can be. So you want to give your onions a quick toss, and you want it to be halfway cooked because it is going to cook throughout the cooking process. To that, I'm going to throw in my vegetables and I'm going to allow it to steam for a bit before actually giving it a proper toss. You want to give your vegetables a really nice toss and you want to cook it until it's, I would say, halfway to 3/4 done. You don't want your vegetables to be overly cooked because the last thing you want is soggy vegetables. So just make sure that they are still nice and crunchy. That's just how I like to cook them. I'm not sure about you, but I cook them until it's about 3/4 done. To that, once it's cooked for about 5 to 6 minutes, I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of soy sauce and 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. I got these ingredients from Woolworths. You can get it from any Asian store. Pick and Pay Spa. Woolworths has a really great range of cuisines, fusion cuisines, and condiments that you might need as well. So once that's done, you want to give it a nice toss. Get all of that sauce incorporated with all of your vegetables and your seasoning. And next you want to throw in your chicken. As you can see, the chicken is rested. There's some amazing juices that the chicken actually extracted, so you want to throw that in first so that the vegetables soak that up, and then you want to go in with your chicken. Remember, your chicken is 3/4 done, so your chicken is going to be super tender, super awesome, and it's not going to be rubbery, it's not going to be overcooked. The one thing that I really like about Asian food is the fact that you don't have to do much, like I did say. And when you are cooking Asian, that's just what's so nice about it, the simplicity of the food. You do not need to spice this up. I mean, of course, if you want to, you're more than welcome to, but there's really no reason for you to do that, especially when you are cooking Asian food. So you just want the really nice flavors to shine. So you're going to allow that to simmer for a bit, and you can give it another toss and let all the juices just marinate and marry well with each other. Add some salt to taste. Always add less is always more, because you can always add more to that, but make sure that you are going to taste after you sprinkled in the salt. That's very important to see whether you need to add any more soy sauce, or perhaps maybe you want to add more salt. Once that's done, you want to add in your noodles. So you can see that the noodles are really nice and bouncy. You're going to throw in your noodles, and basically all that lovely sauce is going to soak up into the noodles, and it's just going to become a really nice noodle fry. And if you want your noodles to be saucy, you can always add a teaspoon of cornstarch with some boiling water to that. Mix it up into a paste, throw it into that liquid, and you'll have a really nice saucy noodles. Now, a tip that you can use, as you can see, these noodles, there's quite a lot of it. To break it up and to make sure that it mixes well, you can cut it up in advance or whilst you're actually cooking. Give it a good stir up, and as you can see, the noodle dish is coming together really well, and it's almost done. Towards the end, you just want to throw in some coriander. Coriander is a really nice herb. I love cooking with fresh herbs. It just brings out so much in a dish, and coriander marries really well when it comes to cooking with Asian food, with noodles, with stir fries. It's just a really nice herb to always have in your fridge. Now, the other herb I love cooking with is spring onions. It just adds this freshness. It's also another herb that I generally cook with when I am cooking any Asian dish. You're just going to throw that in, toss everything, and that's it. Your dish is pretty much coming together. It's almost done. You just want to clean up and give it a good toss up. As you can see, it is finally done. The noodle dish is complete, and it's practically just ready to plate up. So I'm going to quickly plate this beauty up, and then we can go in for a good taste. This is my take on spicy chicken fried noodles. I'm sure you have your amazing recipe that you love using as well. This is something that I use on a regular basis. Give it a try. Don't forget to like and subscribe.